Good morning, it's Japan, day 8. Breakfast this morning was kind of American style.
It's our first full day in Kyoto. We just finished breakfast, slept in a little bit, and now we're going to try to go to the Nijo Castle first.
Nijo Castle.
Nijo Castle first, and then the National Garden, and then the Nishiki Fish Market. So we're going to walk between all 3 destinations. We'll see how far we get.
RX-8 spotted! We really like that a lot of places seems to have these trees in pots, even like much larger ones.
Even the manhole covers are attractive.
We stumbled upon a random temple on our way to Nijo Castle, and it was really quiet and peaceful. And we also noticed that there are some koi fish. It's gorgeous. Look at this little carpy. Hello. Covered in gravel and still growing. Although there are some shoots coming out over here.
They probably have to maintain it with the grass.
Okay, got my hand again. I put it in here. Right there. So cute. I like all the designs. Let's feed the carp. I want to be big. You guys are all so big. Hello. Wajang. Look at him before. Wajang. Wajang. You missed it. Let's try again. Let's go this side.
They are big. They're very big. They're not as pretty as the one at the last hotel in Gatembo, but they are very
I like the oranges.
voracious. Oh, they're all coming. There's a cool yellow one coming too.
You want to feed someone?
Okay.
They're so cute.
Meanwhile, the pigeon here is wondering why the carp are getting all the action.
Zoom in on the giant. That's my hand.
Good thing they don't have teeth, or you'd be losing a finger.
They're carp. Dude, look at the giant head. They're huge. I'll cut one. All gone.
Okay, Muriel's getting her carp feeding
We
fix.
then had a random encounter. We met a older Japanese lady who had brought her turtle. You can, and she struck up a conversation with us and offered to let us pet her turtle. There's Mom holding a turtle.
We're now walking along the outside of the moat that surrounds Nijo Castle. This is the outside of Nijo Castle and the moat that surrounds it. We're walking along the outside perimeter
To get to the entrance. Welcome to Nijo Castle. Take a look at this metal framing all on the wood part of the entryway. Mama, turn around and smile.
This is the exterior of the Nijo Castle. It was first occupied by the Shogun and then handed over to the emperor in the late 1800s. The interior is extremely opulent, although constructed of wood primarily. All of the ceilings are coffered with very detailed paintings, different in each corridor. In the chambers themselves, everything is covered by tatami mats and wall paintings on each side. Usually some scene of nature or something that would depict either natural beauty or something that conveys the power of the shogun. Even the metal fixtures, the fittings for the door and the junctures that covered the beams, each one is crafted so that it's a specialty design. Again, so changing from room to room, and apparently when the palace was handed over to the emperor, many of those fittings were changed that would reflect the imperial power instead, especially like the door handles changed to the chrysanthemum pattern that represented the emperor.
I personally really liked that all the paintings on the doors, all the doors could be opened fully, so it was like the painting was like the entire wall, and also a lot of these open to the outside, so you could have like a full giant door-sized window. This is Nomaru Garden.
Square room. From this side, small room. From that angle.
Some stone bridges. This is the base of the keep tower. It's actually thought that there are 5 stories above ground and 1 story below ground. This is just the very base of the tower.
It was very hot today. Yo. These are weeping pagoda trees. Then we headed off to the Imperial Palace Gardens and we stopped for some snackies. You're on. I'm not really mixing it. I can't. I broke the straw trying to do this. It was very not aesthetic. And then we ran into R2-D2. Who would have thought we'd meet R2-D2 in Kyoto? Oh, we got some gummies to try, these things. Got some juice. And then we got something that said frappe, and we thought, oh, okay, we're gonna let this melt, eat it. But then they took it up to a machine and like added something to it. So anyways, it should be interesting. This is the southern entrance to the Kyoto Gyoen Imperial Palace Garden. Aw, dang it. We spotted a turtle. It really was quite a hike to get all the way to the palace.
Look at him, he's looking up at us.
There was so much garden space and even temples that we encountered before we even got to the gates.
Maybe. That is the gate for the emperor. And we're gonna walk around the perimeter to see if we can get inside. And maybe go see what that lake is on the inside. We are walking down the side of the Imperial Palace trying to find a way in. And it goes on.
I got another Eki stamp.
This roof is made of layers of cypress bark, and it's only a technique that's found in Japan, and was used for the most prestigious buildings. The buildings that we'll be seeing here in the Imperial Palace are constructed in the ancient style. The palace would burn down on occasion and always be rebuilt in the ancient style. It was rebuilt most recently about 170 years ago.
And they were allocated to the visitors.
For most noble guests. The room of cones for the intermediate level noble guests. And the room of cherry blossoms for the lowest ranking nobles. The rooms were differentiated by the quality of paintings on the wall, whether or not they had sliding doors, and the trim on the tatami mats. The lowest rank room, it just had a simple red silk. The others had embroidered white silk with a blue pattern.
This was for the empress's, or the emperor's carriage. This is the gate for the emperor, which we saw from the outside.
I didn't expect to be able to go in, but then they took us inside. Not inside the palace, but even just inside this main courtyard.
This is the model of the cypress bark roof, and it's very sustainable since the bark grows back.
It needs to be redone every 30 years. All of these buildings actually used to be interconnected so that the emperor would never have to touch the ground, but they eventually removed those corridors because it was too much of a fire risk, and there were several palace fires throughout history.
That was apparently the original color of the roof. That one has been... This tree is really pretty.
You did.
Got the chewy ice cream, and it's got a warm taiyaki on top. Along my ice cream has a cracker tune, and Mom got some tempura.
Egg roll tempura.
I actually found the red bean tolerable when it was ground, but when they were the full beans, I was like, no. We walked for so long, so this was our welcome break. Then we decided to take a bus back towards the hotel.
And there's a peacock.
Eating some mandarin orange jelly. It's good.
We just got some 7-Eleven mapo tofu for dinner.
And the clerk heated it up for us.
Atatamete onegaishimasu. Here's our 7-Eleven dinner. We have custard cream and chocolate eclair, a pickled vegetable onigiri, a mystery cheese, and mapo tofu. You have to tuck your head in.
It's a solid 6. It could use a little more spice, but it was 7-Eleven at 11 p.m. And
In Japan.
It's in Japan, and it's warm, so I'm good with it.
It's pretty good.
Plus, we got an eclair for dessert, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Ha 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 ha.